I think everyone has been through some trials, but lately I've just been through a lot of different trials, and just want to talk about it here because one, I got robbed essentially. My car, when I was on vacation, I came back, and yeah, it's all they robbed a ton of stuff. My dash, this here, and who takes this? Like seriously, like who who does that? They cleaned that out entirely. I mean, that's just kind of weird. I mean, it's like, why would you even do that? I had water bottles and they took all the water, and I'm like, thank God I didn't have my computer in here. That would have just sucked. I mean, and then it's just been crazy the past 3 months. You know, my mom was hospitalized. My dad was hospitalized. Thank God they're okay right now. And my brother-in-law was hospitalized. Then my parents' dog died suddenly, and then my brother's dog almost died, very close to dying. And then I mean, it's just been a whirlwind. It's been an absolute whirlwind of trying to handle all this. And I think it's just now the pain tolerance is so high because I'm also trying to build my business at the same time, right? And now I think I've acquired a very, very, very high pain tolerance. Even now, it's like, because like here's the other thing too, is when you get to a large volume of clients, I think got to 88, there is bound to be someone unreasonably that there's bound to be someone unreasonable at a certain point, because no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. The company's not perfect. Like any company that you know, Starbucks, have you had bad experiences at Starbucks? Are they perfect? And they're a multi-billion-dollar company because it's people, right? And I just look at like that. I won't say who it is. I definitely won't say who it is, but you know, I could just tell that deep down they're hurt. You know, they're hurting really bad. They're just lashing out because they want to hurt somebody, right? And then, and I'm the best option for them to hurt someone right now. And so that doesn't really hurt me anymore. You know, it doesn't. Hopefully, it riles me up a little bit sometimes because you know I want to make sure everyone is getting. I want to make sure everyone's feeling heard, especially 100%, 10 times more if they're a client, right? I'm doing everything I can to support them as a client. But you can't, and you have to be able to just move on, move forward. And you also have to be able to inverse anything bad that happens, right? Like, for example, I always look at it as like, okay, I'm growing more pain tolerance. I'm getting more of a pain tolerance. With this, getting robbed, essentially, as soon as I come back from vacation, and on top of the vacation, we went to San Diego, and it was cloudy the entire time, which is the only thing I wanted to do. The only thing I wanted to do was read a book and be at the beach. I couldn't even do that. So I'm like, what is going on, man? What is going on? So, but I do look at, you know, getting robbed as soon as I got back, or I guess whenever, to find that I got robbed when I got back, as a blessing in disguise, because you know what, I really needed my car cleaned. And they did an amazing job. You know, they really did. They were very thorough. And I appreciate that, actually, because I was like, you know what, I kind of like how clean it is now. And you know, I hope that they're doing okay, you know, because what good is it gonna for me to, I forgive them. I forgive that. I forgive my client for being, you know, just trying to hurt me. And You know, because I think your first reaction is like, oh, I'm going to, you know, retaliate in some, you know, form. But you know what? I mean, that doesn't success. I think, you know, the more I realize success, the more I realize that it's all about moving forward, not backward, right? Forward, and being better moving forward. If you are constantly just dwelling on all that, the negativity, you're not moving forward. You're moving backward. And it's very, like, for business, it's easier and easier for me to do that now. I have to do that with all parts of my life personally, especially when it comes to anything like romantic, you know. I have gotten much better at that too, but I'm nowhere near where I need to be for business. For business, I'm a lot more mature, but only because I've also failed a lot more in business, you know. So it allows me to learn very quickly. You know, the funny thing is they did at least leave gum. They left my gum, which was kind of weird. You know, I was like, what? I don't know if you can, it's kind of hard to see, but they left my gum. So thank you for leaving gum. That kind of surprised me. I was like, wow, they left gum. I wonder why. I guess they were maybe just guilty. They're like, oh man, maybe I should just leave something. So they leave my gum. Okay, cool. Appreciate you leaving the gum. So, anyways, I guess message of the video was just try your best in that moment of fury and wanting to retaliate, to inverse it into forgiveness and to focus back on what makes you great as a person. Focus on becoming greater. And if you let that go, then you'll be able to fly faster, right? Because all it is just a weight pulling you down. And so, so I hope that helps. I wish you the very best. Whoever's watching this, if you're going through a hard time, you know, I wish you the best, and we'll talk soon.